Good morning, welcome to Vlogtober day 13. It's the 13th of October, it is Sunday. I'm planning on doing a little bit of the shelf this morning, and then I've got panto this afternoon. So I'm going to say what I always say, which is I don't know how long this vlog will be, but I'm not expecting it to be that long today, to be fair. But then yesterday was like an hour, so... The thing was, there was so much yarny content, and I know most of you are here for the yarn, that I thought I don't really want to cut it. What I probably should have done is split it into two and put some onto today, but never mind. I did finish the little cloth last night, which there will be some video coming next. So what did you just say?
I said you can't throw it away because I use it every day, and I've noticed it's been getting really sort of falling apart, like.
Just a bit. Oh, hello. You want to say hi too? So yes, we have a nice new one now that I have done this afternoon. Here you go.
Wow! Look at that. Impressed. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Hope you enjoyed that. Ian was very upset I threw that cloth away. So I'm sorry, no, you can go. So I've got some of this left. I've got loads of this left. There is a lot of yardage on that ball, so I might try and make another one at some point. But I really want to have a look at doing that yoked sweater today. I want to see whether I can pick it up and work out where I in and whether I can use it, because obviously the floof, everything's got floof in it. One day I'll learn not to use floof, but today is not that day, just in case you're worried. So I'm going to record the bottom, like moving the shelves of that trolley. And then I need to take my wheel out and put the wheel in somewhere else that's not here. I'm not sure where my wheel's going to go. There's a gap over there, but I just don't think it's quite wide enough, which is slightly annoying. There's just like an annoying size gap where it could possibly fit, but it's not going to. But I don't really want it to go upstairs, because then I think it would just get things dropped on it. So I think it might just have to go to the lounge. I'm going to swap one lounge thing for another, but the wheel is a lot smaller. I mean, don't get me wrong, maybe when I've got all this sorted in here, it will actually fit in here. But the problem I've got, because I've now spun my desk, so I'm in front of the window, which I love. I love being in front of the window. I wouldn't have noticed those birds yesterday if I hadn't been sitting in front of the window. But it does mean I've cut out quite a lot of my room doing it. It's crazy, it makes so much difference. But it does. It really does make so much difference. And I haven't made the best use of what's behind here yet either. So I do need to do that, but a lot of the stuff that needs to go on, like the windowsill and things, are still in the kitchen. The kitchen's still a mess. So that's what I'm going to do this morning. I'm going to do sort of a 15-minute tidy and a 15-minute knit, and see if I can pick up that sweater. I was thinking, because I'm a bit worried about how wide that neck is on it, that I might do the neck before I do anything else. But I might not. I might just carry on. I know how to fix a neck if it's too wide. You can just add a few more rows. This is not a hand knitted jumper. This is a next jumper that is really, really old, but it's very cozy and warm. And because I've washed my hair this morning, hence the weird hairstyle, I have wet hair, so I'm chilly. which is not sensible, I know, with a cold. But if I blow dry my hair, it just goes like that. I can't get a brush through it, so I can't blow dry my hair. It's just not something I can do. I can blow dry the plait if it's in the plait. And I might do that because Meg's borrowed my hairdryer because hers spectacularly blew up whilst drying my hair. I'll need to wait until she's awake and use it then, unless Charlie's got one in her room. But I think she's got one of those brush dryers. I don't think she's got like a traditional hairdryer. That's my tales of why. I can't believe it's 10 o'clock already. I've got to leave at 12:30 for Panto. Well, 12:20, so I've only got an hour really of this, doing this. I am planning on being back earlier from Panto today though, because Ian's going flying at lunchtime. I don't want to leave Raven on her own for too long. Although because she's older now, she really doesn't mind a few hours on her own. I found her upstairs on the spare bed today. That was new. She got off before I could record her, but she sort of, I think she guessed I was coming out of the bedroom, was like, oh, and jumped off the bed. But I was like, are you napping on the spare bed? Okay. I don't think Belle ever did that. She napped on the beds that were downstairs, like she'd nap on Kate's bed or Charlie's bed, but mainly when they were there. I don't think I ever found her upstairs on the spare bed. I'll be honest, I don't think she ever did that. I think that's new to Raven. Little monkey. As you might have guessed, we're not precious about animals sleeping on beds and things. It's just part of having an animal in our house. Everything sleeps everywhere. I draw the line at the cat sleeping on my pillow though. That's not allowed. Right, let's get on with doing some bits and pieces. This is the first bits and pieces I'm going to move from here, and the bits on the floor. So that bottom one is now empty. Had a bit of a sliding disaster there, but I'm just wondering whether I can get the mats in here. So I'm going to try that first, see if I can get those in there, because I think I might put like odd bits like the embroidery hoops in there too. Unfortunately that won't fit, so that's now going on the shelf, but I'm going to put it at the bottom to start it off and pile stuff on top. So the beginnings, I've got some bits in the bottom of that drawer, and then that's what's up there. I'll go and get some more now. Okay, that one's now empty, and I'm just going to clear this off. Okay, this is now completely empty. So let's go and fill that shelf. This is what I need to put away. And let's see where it will go. That went a lot easier than I expected. So that drawer's got some bits and pieces in it, and works. It will shut, and then it all fitted on that shelf, which I kind of think is a bit of a miracle, if I'm honest. So if I end up emptying that shelf and on top of there into the trolley, I'm actually going to have spare shelves. So yeah, that's cool. Well, that worked. However, I mean, I have got stuff in there that could probably go on the shelves, so that might be a good way of sorting it out. But now I need the trolley. That's going to be the next thing. Pro tip, if you own a bureau like mine, don't put the key in the bureau, because if you shut it up, you can't then open it. Happily, I have now got it open. It is all put back together. How well do these little Sherry Iris pouches fit in those pockets? I need to find the third one. Yeah, I managed to get it open with the help of a pair of scissors, which is not ideal. So the key now lives in my top drawer of my desk. What a melon, honestly. Right, I'm going to see if Meg can help me get this trolley out of the lounge. As it's turned out, I haven't had time to look at that jumper yet, but we have now got this in here. So I'm going to start emptying the next shelf down and filling up the bottom. There is quite a lot of space at the back there, so I need to work out what I'm going to put in there. Maybe empty baskets, not too sure. I might find something that can go in there. And then, yeah, let's get this filled up. Right, so this is the first one. What's in here? Okay. There's just yarn. This is Lay Family yarn. Sun-Kissed Succulents. That's the Sandra Cherry Heart one. I obviously wound that up to make some socks and then didn't. So let's keep that. Let's wind off some of the yarn because I can't get it in the middle. Put that round the side and attach it that way. Okay, that can go in a calyx and that can go in the drawer. Next up is also a Sherry Iris bag. This is more of an autumnal one. What have we got in here? We have got... What's that doing in there? That's a So Sweet Violet placemat. I don't know what that's doing in there. I might put on my bureau. It's got a lavender. It's got some commercial yarn which I'm not using at the moment. So it's also got a little stitch marker. I'm going to frog this. I think this was a cuddle cloth for Ira. She's well past cuddle cloth stage now. So we'll put that back into stash and we'll pop these away. Let's have a look, see what size these are. Okay, here we go. Too big for a 4.5 and they won't go through a 4, so I think they're a 4. Let's pop them in the 4. 3.75, 4 mil. Reclaimed needles, always a good thing, especially when they're 4mm. I've also reclaimed a pair of scissors because they were in there too. It's got a little needle cozy and a sewing up needle. So I might put all of these. I found these while I was doing my clear up of my trolley, so I might put those in there for now and then that can just sit on my bureau. Right, just going to pop these away. So this is a little Elderflower Stitches bag. It's one of my favourite bags. I love this bag. And this has got the tail end of a pair of socks that I knit in this beautiful yarn, which is one of my favourites from Lay Family Yarn, Apricot Lemonade. Again, let's take that off. Pop that round it and attach it. There we go, that can go back in stash. It's got a little needle cozy, some stitch markers, which are just the bulb ones. I need to get ready to go in a minute. I think I might have to make this the last one. Another needle cozy. Some ends, which can go in my end box. And these would have been the socks I made. So what socks are they? Wildflowers and honeycomb socks. We've got a needle stopper times 2. 2 little needle stoppers. We've got a button from a blouse. Probably shouldn't be in there. A little powder puff. I'm guessing these were Easter time because that's a little bunny. And it's got a lavender bag in it. And then the rest of this is ends. Let's get the ends out. One of the things I love about Susie's bags is that they've got loads of pockets, but you do have to make sure you're not about to put everything away. So we've got some really pretty stitch markers. Oh look, it's a pumpkin. We found a pumpkin stitch marker. I've also got some crystal stitch markers here, which need to go separately. Yeah, none of those are. They all need to go into my stitch marker pot at some point. Oh, more stitch markers. Sarah Jones. They are little purple ones. They're kind of Halloween-y. I might actually keep them out. They're purple. Another pair of scissors. I have lots of pairs of scissors by the end of this. Another progress keeper. Oh, it's my summer lolly. I've got one of these that's got a Christmas hat on as well, which is the Christmas version. There's another stitch marker in that, but I can't get it out. There we go. Got it, just a little Ringo. Actually, that's a purple one, so let's pop that back in the purple. There we go. Ringos. Yep, sewing up needle. It's like the TARDIS, this bag. Right, I think that's now everything out of it. So that one can go away till next summer. And I need to put all the rest of this away. That drawer is getting very full. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to put that many more project bags away. Right, let's pop all this over on there. And then I can sort that out another time. Right. Autumn and crystals, another pair of scissors, various bits and pieces. One more before I go. This is a Fruitful Fusion bag. No, I've got no clue. It's got piles of minis in it. Oh, wait a minute. These are beautiful bits minis. Is this to do with... No, that's the bear, which I made. Right, so this is a bag of minis that needs to go with my sweet shop blanket. So I need to go find that. That's here. It's just there. I need to take that out. And not put it in my coffee. And put all these in there. Right, okay. I think this might take me a while if this one's anything to go by, because it's a bit tangled. I'll just show you what's in here and then I will start taking them apart, but I'm going to have to go, so I won't get this one finished. Okay, that doesn't want to come apart. Right, let me just show you what's in here. And then, there we go. Loads of minis. I'm going to put those in here. Good evening. I hope you're all okay. It's Sunday evening. I've been at Panto today. Actually had a very productive Panto rehearsal today, so that was cool. I'm now going to do what I call my 30-30s, only it's actually going to be a 30-10 because it's evening and I would like some evening. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do 30 minutes of knitting and trying to sort out that jumper, and then 10 minutes of that sorting. So when I'm doing that, I will show you, and when I'm doing my knitting, I'll turn the camera off. So you've already had a podcast from me today, and I'm fairly certain the early hours of this morning my very long vlog went live. So what I'm thinking is I'll just knit and do that tonight. I'll edit this first thing in the morning before work so I can get that up first thing and do it that way. I think that might be good. I've, as I said, had a very good rehearsal. Really hot. Really hot. It's absolutely freezing. Yeah, it's really hot in this room. I'm looking forward to having a go at trying to sort out this jumper. I think that's what we'll do next. Okay, next up is living in this Christmas tree bag. There we go. This is a So Raimi bag. Yes, it is. It's a So Raimi bag. And I think I know what this is. And this has got, again, some new needles in it. These are 3mm needles. Yep, they're 3mm needles. And this is a Stress Knits Advent. It's beautiful. It's so lovely. And I was making a bear with me, hopefully it says it on here somewhere, a Tolster tea, which is that one, but I think I've abandoned it. Have I actually frogged, or what have I done? Right, let's see if we can actually get this out. I don't know why it's so jammed in here. It does not want to come out. For some reason, best known to itself. It's really jammed in there. Right. Okay. I started it. Oh, I look like I've done a load of short row shaping. There we go. How pretty is that? Such pretty yarn. It's in this beautiful Advent from Stress Knits. I have to admit, I'm not quite sure what I want to do with this. I think rather than just stress you out by you watching me work out what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn the camera off for a minute and then come back with you with the decision. Okay, I've had a good look at the pattern, and what I've done, I'm slightly confused as to why I cut this off. Especially as there seems to be quite a lot of this left. Yeah, it's on a ball. And maybe that was my cast on. Maybe I'd overthought my cast on. That's a possibility. I do that sometimes. I think I'm going to continue with this because that is beautiful. There's no other word for it. Absolutely beautiful. I have marked clearly where I am in my pattern, so I know exactly where I am and what my stitch count should be. So all that requires is some me time to figure it out. And I think it'd look beautiful in this yarn. So maybe not an active whip, but we're going to keep it. What I'm not going to do is keep it in that bag because it was it's a bit tight. So I'm going to grab this one out, which is my Fruitful Fusion one, and put that in there. So let's grab out all these beautiful minis. This is going to be stunning when it's done. So many lovely minis. So let's put that in there. And I think I was thinking there wasn't that many. They're all under here. I think I'm going to carry on with this. I also think it might not be, I might carry on with it now. So I'll explain to you a problem I've got. It's an annoying problem, but a problem nonetheless. Let me just put this back away. So I might keep that one out. That might become an active whip. Let's keep that out for the moment. We'll think about that. So I've been working on this tonight and I love it, and I have no idea why I abandoned it because it's not scratchy at all. However, what it has got is floof, and I have been just trying to chat to a friend on FaceTime and I kept choking. I've stopped knitting this now and I'm no longer choking, so I think it's the floof because of the cold. So I'm going to put this away, but I'm definitely not frogging it. This is definitely staying as a whip. I really like it, and I'm going to knit that when I haven't got a cold. I do need to mark off that I've just done a round on that yoke though. I've done 15 rounds of a 45, so I'm a third of the way there. It does kind of get easier. Well, now I'm torn as to whether I work on that or I work on the Tolster tee. This little project that I've got going here is not going the way I was expecting it to. I wasn't supposed to end up wanting to work on everything. Now what do I do? Thing is, once I get this yoke done, I no longer have the floof on that, and I can just knit on the body, which is the green. Let's carry on with this for the moment. Let's give it a fair trial. We'll put the toaster into the whip box, because we'll know where it is. It's not like we don't know where it is. And then if we want to get it out and knit on it, because we're finding that heavy going, we can. Right, decision lane. Okay, it is now 8:30 at night, so I don't think I'm going to do any more of these tonight. I'm gonna just sit and do some knitting and chill out for an hour or so before I go to bed. So thank you very much for joining me today, and I will see you tomorrow.